Welcome to another Women and the series with Nzetobo Sigwe, Ezi Kolomuo. Today I want to discuss how to cleanse abomination in Igbo land. How we Igbos, Ndi Igbo, cleanse abomination, or try to say Akwalo. Akwalo means cleansing of abomination. Abomination is of two kinds, male and female. Male abominations are serious forms of abomination that comes with serious consequences. Some male abominations may be too grievous that banishment may suffice. Then female abomination are of lesser, as in lesser kind of abomination. So that means it goes with lesser consequences or lesser implication. The essence of cleansing abomination, Ekwalo, is to restore the cosmic balance within the clan, which has become desecrated as a result of one or people miss the manner, which means abomination or desecration can be done as an individual or it can be done in group, whichever way. Only in group, then like ebe akpalakpa wee megono wee mebie ife do na ngwulu is a group kind of abomination, or when an individual resorts to doing something that has been considered alo, it becomes single and individual. In this modern time, many unholy acts that require equalo are now overlooked based on the thinking that one is now a Christian. Christians believe that all things are passed away and all things have become new. Or some people, whether be it Christian or non, some people or just normal, should I call it free thinkers, some people believe that those things are things of the past. If it doesn't mean anything. Or some people, based on sheer ignorance, some people do not know. They might be doing that abomination, thinking that it doesn't mean anything, not knowing that is an abomination. For example, some people might be sleeping with their relatives and they don't know that is an alo, that is an abomination. That's in these modern times. Actions like stealing, sleeping with a relative, mating with an animal, all those kind of things, or animals mating with the wrong set of animal, like a goat mating a sheep, or a child growing the wrong set of teeth, a woman not properly mourning her husband. A lot of things, but how many so all those things is considered an abomination, or suffering and dying from some kind of diseases. It's considered that you will not be buried in the normal place that you should be buried, or within the family compound, or within the living quarters of the community. You'll be thrown inside the bush. Or committing suicide. If you also commit suicide, it's considered an abomination. You'll be thrown inside the bush. Or now people throw some of in these kind of cases, they throw them inside the ocean or deep well. So all these circumstances necessitate what equal ritual in the past. Many rightly or wrongly argue that equal no longer suffices, all because some of these listed activities or wars happen today and equal is not done, yet nothing happens. That means that in this modern time, some of the things we consider abomination, many people do it and get away with it, nothing happens. So why are you talking about equal? People commit abominations. Siblings sleep with themselves, some fathers sleep with their daughters, and nothing happened. Nothing happened. So all these alo are committed daily, nothing happens. Everybody goes scot-free. Now, this kind of statement reminds me of the Igbo adage that goes thus: agadi nwanyị na-alị ugwu lechala ugwu, si ugwu alịa nga alịa, ugwu si elechala, ukwu adịghị aṅa. If I should translate it, it means that the old woman, after climbing the mountain, boasted and told the mountain that I've climbed you successfully. I've gotten to the mountain top successfully. And the mountain now asks the aged woman, after you have finished successfully eating me up and getting to the top, please tell me, how is your waist? How is your waist? Is it in good shape? Is it in good form? So now we have jettisoned Ekwalo and saying that nothing has happened. There is no repercussion from all the errors that we have committed or that is being committed without being cleansed. The question now is, are we better off? Are we wiser, healthier? Do we live longer than our ancestors that instead what? Ekwalo, a safety measure? No doubt, some activities that require Ekwalo may border on superstitions. Many paranoid situations that was referred to as abomination developed out of fear or ignorance, like a child growing the wrong set of teeth, and they call it Ekpalo. Mgbe gboo dịka nwata buru ụzọ puo eze n'ala akpọọ ya alụ. That is an abomination. At times they might even kill the child or throw the child away, and the Ekpalo ritual will be done. Some things we termed abomination in the past may have developed out of paranoid what situation when we see things that we have not seen before. Yet we cannot in all honesty claim not to see the wisdom behind Ekpalo. Ekpalo is simply a case of cosmic restitution process which functions on the metaphysical principle of now. What does this mean? That whoever that owes a debt must pay the debt. When you do Ekpalo, it assumes that owing a debt, you are owing a debt to the earth, and that debt needs to be what? Paid, so that we have a kind of restoration, we have a kind of balance. So there is the wisdom behind the thinking cannot be faulted. Some form of Ekpalo panders on the Christian pedagogy of forgiveness and remission of sin. However, the difference in Igbo Ekpalo system is that confession of sin has to be public. This is where our own differs from the Christian concept of when you sin, you go and hide, or you kneel down in your room and ask God for forgiveness, and God forgives you and your sin goes away. No, our own differs a bit. Our own comes with a kind of weight, a kind of restitution process. That's why Ekpalo in the time past is done in the full glare of the public, so that others, if and everybody seeing you, and you are being told what you have done in the public, and everybody seeing it. And in fact, Ekpalo in the past, most of the alo, they do it, you will be naked. At times they take you around the village and be highlighting what you have done. All no military and all always how far they after year, and they take you. So when you go through that public shame, think of in Game of Thrones when Cersei was naked and was being taken around. That's how this with Ekpalo was done in the past. Many forms of Ekpalo. So you see that you go through the public shame, and it is not something done in secret. However, now many people do Ekpalo in secret, removing that part. So that's why I say that some modern form of Ekpalo is pandering to the Christian pedagogy of what? Forgiveness of sin. Let's look at modern actions that warrant Ekpalo. Actions, activities, things that you can do in this modern time that will warrant Ekpalo. So I'm arguing that Ekpalo is not yet anachronistic. It's not a cake. It's not yet outdated. Why do I say so? I've always maintained that anything that you do, or wabanafa, anything activity that you do, it disturbs you. You start seeing the effects of it, whether now or later. Like most times when people commit abomination, when people do alo, the effect is not seen immediately. At times it takes time. It takes time before it comes into what? Effect. That's the consequences. It starts showing signs. That's the it takes time. Let's look at modern activities that warrant Ekpalo in this modern time. One, destruction of sacred altars, or for obi or groove. Obi means a back, or obu in some part of Igbo land. Now, let me say this. If you destroy a sacred altar, even if you are the one that built that altar, why do I say so? Some altars that you yourself instituted was instead based on direct instruction from your ancestors or the PowerPoint of your family, and they ask you to institute it. I've always said this thing repeatedly. Anybody don't do. Only one don't do is what? A tenant. Once you inherit a homestead from your ancestors, you're a tenant. The people that handed over that place, in those had the original landlord. Ebo no brongu zotali no brongu are the first person jeba stake here we bido. Mano when and they bido stake here bide groom way set gasia of the laws of the land of the community. What you are is what? A tenant. So those landlords might decide to ask you to institute a particular altar for them. Like Odia Nana Shigata no ordinary. Always some things I hear me tiro. Aye Jaka Bido, Aye Jiraka, any like instruction or wala nafa. So tomorrow, if you wake up and start destroying that thing and say that on good it's not as simple as you make it look. You might be running into a lot. Even when you water could destroy here is also committing an abomination, and something will happen. Now, number two, modern actions that warrant walo, planning and cleaning of your own blood. Zeli benne. Once you kill your own blood, melalo, iya walo. Number three, committing of abortion. Abortion. Ite nwa, alụ ka ọ wee akpụ alụ, ime ihe ya akpụ alụ. Number four, killing of sacred animals. Ịmara ha another sacred animals, those totems, those animals that your community ji wee bili, that your community is built on, that is holy to your community. Don't kill it, don't eat it. If you do it, imere alụ ya akpụ alụ, imere no ọ ya emecha nwa n'afa. Number five, fighting your own father. Ọ nnukwu alụ ka ọwụ, alụkwọ nwa. Mmadụ ịnụsa nna ya ọgụ, tie nna ya ife, bu na nna ya enu, tụọ ya n'ala. Ndị Baịbụl sị na nwata bunye nna ya enu ọgọdọ na ngwongwo na ngwongwo ayọchie ya anya. Nwata tiri nna ya ife, nwata nụsalụ nna ya ọgụ, nwata buli nna ya enu mere alụ and ọ ya akpụ alụ. Number six, sleeping with your own relatives and even going as far as getting them pregnant or sleeping with your father's wife. Alụ ka ọwụ. Onye ọna mere ife a, o mere ife a na-asọ nsọ. Onye ọna na-edina nwanne na-eme ife a na-asọ nsọ. Onye ọna tụwara nwanne ime, relation ime, onye ma na ya anini, or sleeping with your father's wife. Alụ ka ọ wee akpụ alụ. Number seven, committing suicide or secretly burying one who committed suicide. Onye ọna kwụrụ ụdọwa alụ ka o melu. A akpọ ndị ya akpụ alụ ka a wee megono ka akpụ alụ. Ini onye na-akwụ ụdọ within the living quarters. Alụ ka unu melu. Onye akpọ nyanwa alụ. Another one is mmụọ gbuo mmadụ. Mmụọ gbuo mmadụ. Onye mmụọ gburu alụ, a na-akpọ alụ. Ọ na-akpọ ha alụ. That thing will continue. Mmụọ ahụ nwee ikike continue. Then final one, woman in her menses visiting sacred sites or altars. Ịma na ị nọ na nsọ gị asụ nwaanyị. Ejena ebe a na-eme ife mmụọ or jere n'okwu mmụọ. Let me, though that some places are na-eme ife mmụọ, enwes ebe do sacred, nwee ebe do public. Just get only to that public place. Get only to the public place. Don't get to the sacred site. Why? Maka menses na dey maybe way some certain things here in street too. So keeping a jele down, that means you are going there with the mind of destruction. So no alo ki name. Now the question is, how do you do it walo when you find yourself in any of the above situation? The truth is, apart from a woman in her menses visiting sacred altars, other alo mentioned can only be remedied by those in position of otunse. When we find out otunse, eji akpụ alụ. I would have loved to show you a picture. Otunse, eji akpụ alụ. Ọ na nwere otunse ya akpụnye alụ. So alụ inwe ike ikponi n'ife niile na mkpụrụ na ogono nke nwaanyị nọ na nsọ melunu. Onwe nke ọnụọgụ a nwaanyị nọ na nsọ iji those kind of places. Ịnata you cleanse yourself and pray and yọọ mgbaghara yọọ mmụọ mgbaghara. O nwegasị otu inwe ike isi wee megono official jụtachisi onwe maka ife imelu. Mana ebe ahụ ijelu ndị na-ebe ahụ magasị otu ha si emegono ebe ọ na-eme ife mmụọ ha maka ha si ajụche. Now, otunse is the vital energizing holy ark used in restoring balance when the earth is what? Desecrated, to restore the cosmic what? Balance. So if you have otunse, ya akpụnye alụ, mana ọ na inweghị otunse ya akpụnye alụ, ije chọwa ndị nwere otunse kpọọ ha ka ha wee megono ka ha wee kpụọ alụ maka zi na-ekele ọlụ eke. Now you have seen how imeta abomination, imeta ife alụ, how we cleanse it in Igbo land, and we have also seen things that warrant cleansing of abomination. Now we are returning back, or we are learning about our tradition, so that you will know if you have fallen in any of these categories, so you do the needful. The Bible is in Ikpu amaghị ibezie. Daalụ, thank you. Thank you for watching this video. you like the video, please like, subscribe, and share. I would like to hear from some of you. If you have any question, please, you can reach me through the number on the screen, or my email address, or my other social media handles. Thank you. Thank you.